Hello, everybody. Welcome again. Hope you guys have been doing well. Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about Marvel's Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's get into it. So Spider-Man No Way Home is the third installment of the Marvel Spider-Man series, the MCU series, and it picks up exactly where part 2 left off, with the entire world finding out Spider-Man's secret identity. And surprisingly enough, it's not taking well as I expected. It was not taking well at all. Peter's life was turned upside down. It was really hard for him to just be him. I mean, it was really awkward, and it wasn't even only affecting him, it was also affecting his friends and his family's lives. And Peter, being the sensitive guy that he couldn't bear to see that happen. So he went to his very good friend Doctor Strange and asked him to make everybody forget his secret identity. Unfortunately, the spell does not go as well as they would have thought, and the entire world breaks. Reality as they knew it breaks, and it causes a lot of chaos and obviously fun for the viewers. So as you already know, I definitely went in blind for this one. I did not watch any of the trailers, any of the clips. I tried to avoid internet gossip. I just went in blind. I had expectations, but obviously not according to what people were saying. I just wanted to know what was going to happen, and again, they just blew my mind with this. It was just a very fun time. I just want to say kudos to the director. I mean, a round of applause for the director, the producer, every single person that was involved in bringing this together, because it was such a complex concept that the way they nailed it. I mean, they deserve accolades, seriously, because I think if it was an animated series, it probably would have been easier to do than live action. And I mean, seriously, they delivered. The amount of commitment, you can see the commitment that they put into this show, and seriously, kudos to them. I also want to say kudos to Tom Holland, because your boy carried this movie. Like, this man is a phenomenal actor, seriously, because in as much as it was an action movie, it required a lot of drama, and you can tell that this guy is versed with acting. Like, he is a very, very good actor. A round of applause to him too, because the amount of drama that he needed to actually portray for this action movie, like, it's the way he just excelled in it. Seriously, he just pulled you in. He made you feel everything that you were supposed to feel. He made the emotions came to life through him, and I just really, he's a good actor, not just because he's Spider-Man, but just Tom Holland, he's a good actor. The other actors as well, obviously they knew what was at stake and they brung it. I'm not going to give away spoilers, but so many people with big names were in this movie, and each one of them put aside the fact that this was a science fiction, and they did their best, man. They brought their best foot forward, and it showed, and it made the experience a whole lot better because of that. Seriously, kudos to I mean, that's why we watch movies, because we know they are not real, but when it's done right, it makes you feel good. It brings you into their world, and that's what it did for me in this one. I enjoyed every single moment of it. Obviously, my favorite scene, I mean, it's not obvious, but for me it's obvious because I already know how much I love this person. But for me, my favorite scene is a spoiler. I'm going to say it because, I mean, it's my business. I really like this guy, so I'm going to say it. My favorite scene was the scene with Daredevil when he came. Honestly, I'm not a fainter, but I could have fainted because I really did not expect. I did not see it coming. Marvel's Daredevil, the one like from Netflix, he showed up and he stole the show. Honestly, if they had just ended it there, they were like, okay, so he has done his own parts, he has showed what he was supposed to do, this is the end of the movie, thank you so much, watch out for part 2. I would have stood up and gone home. Yes, my money would have been well spent. Seriously, for me, that was like the highlight of the movie for me, and I loved it. But
but it's just kudos to all of them. All the actors that they brought in, they knew what was at stake and they delivered. It was a good time. The action scenes and the special effects as well, for me, they were very, very good. I don't really have an eye for these things, but just based on what I saw, it was satisfactory for me, and I think it's very enjoyable. Most people do not have that technical eye to be able to notice these things, so I think it's very enjoyable. You would not miss anything. I mean, I watched some clips about how things were done back then as opposed to now. I mean, the Marvel movies and the Spider-Man movies of 2 decades ago as opposed to now, and the special effects that they had to do for this one, and you can see that there has been an evolution, and that evolution has made it better, made it more realistic, and it was just good to see. It was just very, very wonderful. The action scenes too, the stunts and everything, you can just tell the dedication that they put into this, and it just made it a very, very good time. Seriously, I mean, it's a Marvel movie, and I know it's not everyone that is a Marvel fan, but I think even if you're not a Marvel fan, you would be able to enjoy this because the story is what keeps you going. It's an action movie again, but the story in it is just what puts, it made everything just come together. Everything just fell in place because of it. So I think even if you're not a superhero fan or a Marvel fan or all these kind of movies, I think you will still enjoy it because it's a very engaging movie. I cannot really say much about the movie though, because this is a spoiler-free review, and there's a lot that can be said, but I can't say it without actually putting 1 or 2 things that would definitely be a spoiler from the movie. But all I can say is that it was one of my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2021, and for me it's up there. It's for me one of the top 3 best movies of 2021. I know I did not watch every single movie in 2021, but seriously, it had a lot of hype and it delivered in the hype. It was not overhyped, it was not overrated, it was rated just fine. In fact, it exceeded people's ratings, and honestly, personally, if I were to rate it, I would say it is completely unforgettable. I am definitely watching it again. I mean, that's just it. It was a very good movie. Again, kudos to everyone that did this. You guys delivered. You guys knew that this was expected of you, and you guys brought it, and you guys delivered it. It was a wonderful. There's nothing else to say. It was a wonderful movie. Yes, that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. There are so many more Marvel movies out there that are coming out. Moon Knight, Multiverse of Madness, which other one again? Miss Marvel, and all of these things were built up in the Spider-Man movies. Obviously, they always do that. So there were a lot of Easter eggs here, especially for the Multiverse of Madness, and I can't wait to see what they are going to do with that. So, but for now, I think the next one is Moon Knight. So please watch out for my Moon Knight review. Thank you so much for watching once again. Please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe. And as always, I wish each and every one of you wellness in every single area of your lives. God bless. Bye.